Hello to all my wonderful collectioneers out there. If you're a returning subscriber, lovely to see you as always. And for those of you who are new to the channel, I'd like to give you a warm welcome. My name is Beth. This is the Collectionears Club channel, and I mainly do Disney content. I'm a true Disney file, Disney nut, and I love to do fun things all revolving around Disney and my love of Disney here on the channel. So just to give a brief overview to those of you who may be in my Disney family who may not be familiar with the $5 Goodwill Challenge. It's hosted by Hillary over at the channel Old World Home. She does mainly decor and thrifting and living within a budget and decorating your home beautifully. I love her channel. You should go check it out. I'll definitely link it down below. She'll issue an invitation for every season to go out and shop for thrifty finds. Anywhere that you can find thrifty finds like garage sales and thrift stores, antique malls, that sort of thing. See what you can find for $5 and what you could decorate your home with. I participated in the $5 Goodwill Challenge for the fall season of 2018, and of course I'll link it up above if you want to check that out too. Missed Christmas. Christmas got away from me, but I'm here again in the spring and I'm so glad to be participating again because this is so much fun to do. I really lucked out with what I found for this season. I always like to put a Disney spin on it because that's my focus here on the channel, and what I found did not disappoint. It's going to involve a little bit of a DIY, so I will show you all the details about that as we go along. But I first wanted to show you what I found and how I plan on using it in my home for specifically the Easter holiday for what I found at my Goodwill. So let me show you what I was lucky enough to find, and I'll show you what I'm going to do with it and how I'm going to display it. The first thing that I was really excited about, because I actually had this in my mind, you know, that doesn't happen often, right? So I'm not a baker, so I'm not a good person to ask what this is intended for. If you're a baker out there, help me out and leave in the comments down below what this is used for. I'm gonna guess it's for baking a tart, although I'm not sure. So if you can help a friend out, that would be fantastic. But I found this guy for 99 cents, and I want to use it to kind of display an illustration that I found in a book. I don't know about you guys, but I have an entire basket full of Goodwill books for children. Disney, of course, are the ones that I have in my stash, but those just adorable illustrations that you want to like frame to show them off. And so this is something that I had in mind for this. So more on this in just a few minutes. But to go along with that, I also found this adorable little Easter basket, carrots made of heavy felt, and it was $1.99, which I do think is a little steep for what it is, but it matched my little display so much, I just had to do it. So even if it was $1 more than what I probably think it should be, it was too perfect. I just had to do it. And then finally, my favorite thing that I found. Isn't he cute? I've got a Tigger, and he's got his little bunny ears, and he's holding his little bunny, and he is just in perfect condition. He needs a little bit of a wash here and there, but no smells, no rips, nothing. He's just perfect, and he's adorable, and I love him. He's like a spring Easter collector's dream for a thrifty find. And just FYI, I looked him up. I noticed him on Etsy, and he's being sold for $34.99 on Etsy, and I got him for $1.99. So $1.99 for my lovely friend, $1.99 for my cute little basket, and 99 cents for my little tart bakeware here. So I'm coming in at $4.97, and we don't count tax, right? So I'm under budget, sort of. So let's get on into the DIY, and I'll show you how I'm going to display these. Okay, so I am ready to do the DIY portion of the Goodwill challenge here, and forgive the glare of my light fixture in my tart pan here, but we're ready to go. If you could even call this a craft, I think that it's just a semi-craft, if you will. So I've got my tart pan, I've given it a good wash, and I have done just a simple paper craft. As I mentioned before, I have an entire stash of books, children's books, Disney for me. You can do any kind of children's illustrations if you want, or any illustrations for that matter. But I looked in my stash and I didn't have a specific one for Easter, but this Nature's True Colors book I thought fit the bill. It's got a lot of lovely little nature shots that I selected one from. And as it turned out, you know, these are only 69 cents at Goodwill. Most of the time they're pretty beaten up, unfortunately, so it doesn't bother me if I cut some illustrations out for craft purposes. But this book was so cute that I ended up just photocopying the photo that I wanted to use. And to give you a little bit of a closer shot there, I'll give you another one at the end, but I just thought this was so sweet. It's got Winnie, obviously, and he's dipped his little foot in what looks like kind of Easter egg paint to me. So, and I love the blue. It's going to match my little Tigger very nicely. So at any rate, I have just made a photocopy of the illustration, put it on a doily, you know, kind of glued it down, and then I had these self-seal laminating pouches on hand. Considering it was just this cardstock and this doily, I wanted to give it a little more longevity, so I put it in a laminating pouch. Just super simple, just like I said, kind of a semi-craft. So and I've got my glue gun here, and I am just going to do some glue around the edge. And I'm just gonna pop this bad boy in here. Bet that's the first time Winnie the Pooh is called a bad boy, huh? And I'm just gluing him down in there. Okay. And then I thought it would be fun to do a little ribbon embellishment on it. So I'm gonna just real quickly, I had my ribbon stash that I went and looked at, and I have this lovely little ribbon with some what looks like lace embellishment on it. I thought it would go really nicely with the doily. And then I've also got this little kind of lacy ribbon that I found in my stash. Again, I think it'll go really nicely. Considering I had the blue in there, I wanted to kind of go neutral with the ribbon. So I'm just going to make a very simple bow and hanging ribbon so that I could put this little guy up for Easter. And I'm just going to put some more ribbon on the back here to give it a little hanging element. And I've placed my bow in several different spots. I thought about inside, but I really kind of like it on the top there, so that's where I'm going to place it for the hanging element. And there is our finished product. I think it turned out super cute, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to display this little guy along with the other things that I got at my Goodwill. Forgive the shadow over in the corner here. I have my Easter display set up on an old cupboard that I have as our coffee bar, and so I thought I'd put a little Easter on our coffee bar. So here is my finished little setup. We've got Tigger with all of his Easter finery, obviously. I put another little doily that I used from the packet that I used for the craft up there with Pooh. I put some Easter chocolates in my carrot basket. And then this little door I use for decorating for the seasons. I'll usually put, you know, Christmas wreath, Halloween wreath, that sort of thing. And I am so happy that I've got a cute little Pooh that I could add to the rotation for Easter. So here he is. And I think it turned out just darling. I really like how it all came together. So I'm all set up for Easter in this little corner of the house. So that is going to do it for my spring 2019 $5 Goodwill challenge. Like it always is, it's so much fun to do these. I hope that you enjoyed this video as well. If you did, if you could consider giving me a thumbs up, I would greatly appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, I hope that you would consider subscribing to the channel. We're going to have lots more Disney fun in the future. I also like to do home tours, thrifting, antiquing videos. So even if you're not a Disney nut like me, I think that I'll have a lot of content that would appeal to you as well. And I want to wish everybody a happy and wonderful spring season. We've finally gotten through winter, and boy has it been a crazy one, so I hope that you really enjoy it. And I will plan on seeing you in the next video. Thanks so much. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.